بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This morning, it is sunny, and as you can see, it's sunny. Yeah, it's going to be a very hot day, and yeah, we'll have to run some, air conditioning later on. So, brothers and sisters, today I have a very good reaction video, and in this video, I am going to be reacting to Maria. Today's video is a very, very enjoyable video, and she's going to walk us through her Revert story and how she come up to discover Islam. In a Western country, it's very difficult to encounter some knowledge about Islam, since the media has a mission with Islam and also Muslim people. And let's get to this story of the sister, and she's going to walk us through and how she reverted and decided to be a Muslim after. Let's get to the video.
Salam guys, my name is Maria Del Mar Ponte. I am from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and this is my Revert story. I have a couple things I want to go over. So I grew up in a Roman Catholic family. My parents, really just my mom, is very Catholic, very religious, and naturally I was born, I couldn't make a decision, so I had my baptism and my first communion, and I went to an all-girl Catholic school. So I did my confirmation with my friends because I would kind of be the odd person out, even though I didn't really want to do it, but I kind of did it to please my mom and family and friends. However, as far as I can remember, sorry, let me look at my list. I never really felt at home at church. I never felt happy. I never really wanted to pray. I was really disconnected spiritually. I remember as a child, kind of pinching my brother so he would cry, and I would say, oh, I'll take him outside. And I was always confused. I was like, why don't I like this? Why don't I feel connected? And then I just kind of kept drifting away and not really being as religious as I wish I had been. I think my mom struggled with that a lot because she was so devout, and then she had a daughter that didn't really agree with things in the church. And this is not to bash Catholicism, I'm just saying why I didn't think it was a good fit for me. One of the things that I remember was in high school, they would call and say, oh, there's a priest at the chapel if you want to go confess. And I was just always really perplexed by that idea. Why do I have to tell him what I did wrong? And he told me a few prayers to do, and then I'm absolved of all my sins. And I just never really understood that, and I kind of did it just to cut class, to be honest. And so then I was 17 when I graduated high school, and I came to the States, to Ohio, to complete my bachelor's, and I've kind of stayed here ever since. I went to a Marianist school, but I never really went to church or really became part of any of the religious aspects of my school. However, I did have several Saudi friends throughout my bachelor's degree, and they were actually some of my best friends, and they kind of introduced me to Islam. They would be, oh, we have to pray, and I would just stay there and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Or, we can't eat pork and things like that, and I would just always inquire about it and ask them, oh, why? Can you explain this to me? And then my bachelor's was in international studies and peace and global security. So part of it was taking a religion course, and so I decided to take world religions, and then I decided to focus on Islam for some reason. I don't really know why. I know that I didn't want to do Catholicism or Christianity, and the one that appealed to me the most was Islam. So I decided to take that course, and I thought it was really interesting. I was just fascinated by a lot of the kind of overlap for some things that I saw between Christianity and Islam. And so around 2010 was when I started to study it in depth more. And then in 2007, I actually studied abroad in Egypt because I wanted to learn Arabic. So, subhanAllah, I've had the I guess the grace of being able to speak more than one language. So I speak English, Spanish, French, and Arabic. When I went to Egypt, I went there to study solely Arabic at the American University in Cairo. And I was there for about 8 months. And before that, I had studied Islam, and I was just wondering what it would be like to be in a Muslim country. So I decided to go to Egypt, and the first night I was there, I had never really heard the call to prayer, but the first night I was there, I heard it, and it was kind of like this aha moment, you know? Like in the previous, I always hear things and like at church and never moved by anything, but first time I heard the call to prayer, I was like, oh my God, why is this like so beautiful? And so that was kind of my aha moment, if you want to call it that. Sorry. And then I started to kind of want to be closer to God because I was studying and working full time, and so I moved. I didn't see my family for 3 years. My family lives in Puerto Rico, and I didn't see them for 3 years, and I was always telling myself, I'm okay, I don't miss anybody, I'll be fine. But I think it kind of took a toll on me, and I kind of lost perspective of life and lost perspective of a higher power, and I kind of just felt alone and abandoned, and it was harder than I thought it would be. And then in 2010, on December 31st, my grandpa passed away, and my grandpa was my rock. I mean, I love my parents, but my grandpa was one who supported me to go to Egypt. He was from a very small town in Puerto Rico. He never left Puerto Rico, never traveled really, self-made. But he always encouraged me to take adventures, and I heard of his passing, and I wasn't able to go home. That was really hard. December 31st, classes started January 4th, and I felt like I had lost my way, and I needed someone to remind me. And so I decided to turn to Allah. So I turned to Allah for strength, and I took my shahada in 2012, alhamdulillah. And it was kind of funny because after I took that, I had to have surgery. I had to have my tonsils removed last year, and I saw my parents 3 times last year, and they came to help me for my surgery. I went home to see them in May, and then I went home in December. So it was like that one time that I turned to God for strength, I received seeing my parents 3 times in 1 year when I couldn't see them for 3 years in a row. And so
MashaAllah.
that was also kind of a reaffirming moment. And so I'm fairly new. I still believe that, and a little bit of almost 3 years. I still have a lot to learn. I'm still learning every day. I listen to videos, I read books, I speak Arabic, so I try to read the Quran as much as I can, especially during this month of Ramadan. So Ramadan Kareem to everyone. And so those were kind of the struggles that I had. I'm currently actually in Abu Dhabi. I was blessed with the opportunity to come see some of my friends here and experience Abu Dhabi and spend Ramadan here, which has been absolutely amazing. I got to visit some of my friends in Kuwait as well, and it's just been something that I never thought I'd be able to do. Actually, one of my dreams my whole entire life was to come visit the Gulf, because that's usually the most familiar dialect that I speak. I know Fusha, which is like the traditional, but if I had to choose a colloquial way of speaking, I think that it would be the Gulf Arabic that I'm most familiar with, and that this was for free at the mall in Abu Dhabi. And so this is just like a small glimpse into my life, into what made me turn to law and say my shahada and kind of become a Muslim myself. And I still have a lot of things to learn.
Yeah, brothers and sisters, the video is ended. Maria explained her journey to Islam and how she found out Islam. First time she heard the call to prayer, called Azan. Yeah, the rivers, they really go through a struggle with their families, learning from scratch, transforming their life completely into different lifestyle. Yeah, they are really, really going through difficulties, and they have to learn from scratch everything. But some of the rivers are successful, and they are even scholars like Yusuf Estate, Joshua Evans, and more. Rivers are. It depends how you have like intentions to learn about Islam and Quran and everything. Yeah, she explained it really, really well, because I like the part that she was saying when my granddad passed away. She kind of, yeah, it's really sad to lose the loved ones, and unfortunately, there is no choice. Everybody will go one day, and we had the things that we love, that we lose it, and there is nothing you can do. So yeah, then she said, I turned to Allah for strength. Yeah, everybody knows God when they run into some form of trouble, and they don't know who to call for help. At this time, everybody knows God. So at this point, some people find the way to come close to God, and some of them, they turn into something else, and they take a wrong turn, and that could damage their life even much worse than it shouldn't be. So yeah, the brothers and sisters, I have to end this video. Kind of had so many I have to go through editing, cleaning the video. Yeah, I get some issues with this video reaction. I will have to work hard to fix it. And brothers and sisters, please subscribe to the channel, like, share with the families, and that will help. Anyone who already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. You're part of my family. And anyone who come around my videos and enjoyed, please subscribe. Anyone who is trying to share a link below in the comment section, it will go on hold and I will not see it, because some people try to share some videos that are not relevant to this channel, and they will go on hold. Just don't even waste your time. So brothers and sisters, I have to end this video, and I will see you on the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.